Hello there everybody and welcome back to Movie Squirm. This is going to be for the 2024 film Lisa Frankenstein, and we did get this a little bit later than the US. Nothing much changed there then, has it? And this is directed by Zelda Williams, the daughter of Robin Williams, and stars Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse. This tells the story of a misunderstood teenager who falls in love with a corpse that eventually comes back from the dead, and a dark journey ensues. Now, this is a film that just seemed appealing to me from the off, a silly-looking horror comedy with a little bit of style added in there, and I was excited to see what Zelda Williams could do here on a directional debut. And I always remember Robin Williams in the Nintendo adverts saying that he had the daughter Zelda because of the Legend of Zelda video games, and here she is now all grown up, directing her first movie. And the visual style of this movie is definitely one of the most pleasing aspects of Lisa Frankenstein. It brings the time period of 1989 to life with lots of rich colours, but knows when to tone it down for the more darker scenes, just adding little spots of bright colours here and there. But it's got incredible makeup design, costume design, hairstyling, just to add to that zany look of it all, and a cool hip soundtrack to boot. The film felt very Tim Burton-esque. I kept getting Edward Scissorhands vibes. I mean, that's the movie I could compare it to the most. Not just for the visual style, but for the two characters that we follow here. Catherine Newton is really great in this as well, and to be honest, I like her in virtually every film I see her in. I think she brings a fun likability factor to each character she portrays in films, and this one is no different. Although, here, she's got a little bit of a strange, off-putting aroma about her, and everyone in the school sort of stays away from her a little bit. So that just oozes out on screen that she's different, but I feel like if I was in the high school, I would love to hang with her, because I find her so interesting, but I'd also be slightly looking over my shoulder at times because she just does these weird things now and again. And Cole Sprouse, who plays this corpse that comes back from the dead, was excellent in this movie. I was really surprised by his performance, and I haven't really seen him in anything as an adult. I only remember him from Big Daddy and Friends when he plays Ben, Ross's son, and I couldn't believe that this was the same actor, to be honest, but he was really giving off some Johnny Depp vibes, hence the Edward Scissorhands comparison among the characters. I mean, he wouldn't be out of place in a silent movie from the 1920s, put it that way, because he doesn't speak in this movie, but he gets everything right with the sort of emotions on his face and his body movements. More importantly, I think that the way he moves around gives off the emotion that he's feeling more than anything, and he just got it down to a T. I think he worked with a body movement coach for about 3 months leading up to this film, and it definitely paid off. It was a real surprise performance from him. And the chemistry between the two really worked, even though Lisa does sort of speak for him sometimes, to say to the audience what he's really trying to say. I don't think that was needed as much as it was done, because I actually kind of knew what Cole Sprouse's character was trying to say, but Lisa just makes sure that you got it, basically. But I liked how he seemed a lot more attached as the movie went on to Lisa and started falling for her a little bit. You could really tell in the performance that, he genuinely cared for this character. But to be honest, there's lots of really fun characters in this movie. Okay, Lisa and the corpse are the main central focus, but there's about 5 or 6 characters that pop up on the screen for a lot of the runtime. I mean, you got Lisa's stepmom, who's a real bitch and blames Lisa for everything. And then you got Lisa's stepsister, who thinks Lisa is the greatest person in the world, even though Lisa is not the most popular kid at school, and her stepsister hangs with all the popular kids, and you don't quite expect that from her. You kind of like her for that. And, I think the movie done a good job of just bringing something unique to everyone around these main two characters, and they were all fun to be around. But what all these characters brought as well was lots of great comedy. Like, there was some great timing with the dialogue and the comedic one-liners. And I've got to be honest, guys, this is a really funny movie, and I found myself laughing quite a lot of times throughout the film. I gotta say, there was some unexpected death scenes and violent moments thrown in as well that kind of threw me off, because the comedy really works and the movie is quite funny. When these moments happen, they kind of just throw you that way, and you're like, holy shit, I forgot this was actually a horror comedy. So I liked it the way the movie done that because it makes you question some of the character arcs and where they're going, whether these people are likable or are we latching on to the right people here? You know, you kind of left scratching your head as to where their story paths are going, and that's a good thing because it doesn't stay in its safe zone. However, despite that, it's still a very linear story. I mean, there's not too many layers to this film. It's a very straightforward movie, and you know, I just kind of wish it would have took one or two more risks, but you know, you kind of you're in and out basically. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this movie, but it's not something that's going to break my top 10 of the year list or anything like that. And I've seen people compare this to Jennifer's Body, which has become a little bit of a cult classic now. I have not seen Jennifer's Body, so I can't comment too much on that. But do I see this movie becoming very, very popular in 10 years' time? It's very hard to say, but at a guess right now, I'm going to say no. But time will tell. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Lisa Frankenstein a 7 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with this movie, guys. I do recommend you give it a go, especially if you like a horror comedy. And I'm excited to see what Zelda Williams can do next, especially with the visual style she went for here. But it was a good marker for her directional debut. Hey guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you want more 2024 movie reviews, they'll be in the link down below. What did you think of Lisa Frankenstein? Please let me know down below in the comments and I'll get back to you all, I promise. If horror is your sort of thing, please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. It will really help me out. Thanks so much, you take care, and I'll see you on the next video.